Dolly friends, it's me Holly. Welcome to my channel, and today I am unboxing, as you can see, Mori Lolli doll, and this was actually a birthday present from my dad and my father-in-law. They went in together to get this one for me, and unbeknownst to them, when the Mori Lolli company and Ruby Red, they had announced that Hong Kong would not be shipping to the US after April 27th. So I went ahead and I bought all three of the dolls so I could get them before, you know, all the shipping stuff went haywire, and have them. So now I have her to open for my birthday, and then I have three more to open that I'm going to show you. So I'll show you a comparison of all three. And since I'm going to have a second of this particular doll, I might be doing some customizing of the other one that I got. Anyway, let's take a look at this girl. This one is Adventure Alice. And I know many of you out there probably already know about these dolls, already have your own, have seen videos on it. Adventure Alice seems to be one of the most popular ones. She's certainly adorable. So they come with their own wig. And one of the marketing aspects of these dolls is the customizability of them. You can swap out their wigs and their eyes, and of course different fashion. So in this bag, this was an addition, an add-on, the base for her, the stand I should say. So I'm very excited to have that. And I love the color scheme of Adventure Alice. She has this beautiful kind of a pastel blue color scheme. Here is the base. You can see it has the hearts, clubs, and spades, and I think diamonds for Alice, of course, Alice in Wonderland. So the stand looks like this, pops up, and then you can adjust the height for the doll, and I think they sit. We will see how this plays out more once we get her out of the box. Okay, then we have a nice vellum envelope here. The sticker, Mori Lolli. I do love the use of all the stickers. So they had a sticker here and here. I feel like I should make like a little junk journal entry with some of the ephemera of this packaging. So in this, we have an introduction card explaining the Mori Lolli dolls, well, the characters. And then it also shows the body measurements, which is really handy if you are into sewing or wanting to purchase clothing outside of the brand. You have all of the measurements right here, foot size, eyes, all of it. That is a really, really handy thing to have. Long-term storage tips, that's also very helpful. I know a lot of collectors would store their dolls. Oh, and it also shows you how to change the eyes, which is really cool. And I love the paper. It's very thick. It's a nice kind of a sleek coated texture, which I love. And then here's a picture of Adventure Alice in her full outfit. Of course, she's falling down that endless tunnel in the story of Alice in Wonderland. The next envelope, this is her stock. Whoops. So the first thing that fell out is her hair bow, which is right away, I see this beautiful heart-shaped gem on the top that's very rainbow and sparkly. And she has some pearl beads that come down, two clips to fasten to the wig. And then we have the sparkly tights. I love that these are a shiny silver. In the picture, I didn't really notice they looked shiny. They just looked gray, but I love that they have this sparkly aspect to them. That's really fun. And it really goes nice with the sparkly gem. And then of course we have the beautiful little dress, has multiple layers. We have the same pattern in the fabric that we see in the stand, as well as the hair bow, and just really nice. The lace, look at this. There's the top apron layer, the color layer, and then we have this sheer skirt with a lining, just beautifully done. So those of you who may not know, the Mori Lolli brand is like a sub company to the Ruby Red company that does the Ruby Red Galleria, Ruby Red Fashion Friends, Sibley's, Leah, Tenping. All of those dolls are under kind of one company, which is Ruby Red. And so the Mori Lolli dolls are a branch of that. I mean, they're their own little company, but they're connected with Ruby Red. All right, and look, we can even remove it. Oh, how cute is that? So I had an idea, since I have two Alices. I've contemplated actually taking the stock from one and soaking it in like tea to antique it. And then I can have kind of an antique Alice, kind of like how Pull Up has the steampunk Alice. It has the monochromatic Alice, pink Alice, all these different Alice versions. I thought, well, maybe I could do that with this Alice and have, or one of the two, and have kind of an antique version. Let me know what you guys think of that idea. Let's get to the doll. She has the sweetest face. Like, I can't get over it. Oh wait, her shoes. Gosh, I just keep telling you I'm gonna do it next. Okay, and then these are little Velcro adhesive. I'm gonna guess that's for the wig to have it stick on the top of her head. All right, and here's her cute little shoes. They are just simple blue with a white bow and a cute little buckle. Just very dainty, perfect for an Alice character. So we untie the ribbon here. All right, and she is very well protected, protecting her vinyl. Let's take off her mask. Oh, she's so beautiful. And I love how she has lashes. Her head is pretty big. So I was really curious to compare these dolls to my BJD kids. So here's my Penelope. And I would say their heads, these heads seem a little bigger. Though the faces, yeah, these are bigger. But I'm very curious if the eyes might be compatible. That could be fun. Size-wise, the Mori dolls are just a little taller, but hips, yeah, I think all around the Mori dolls are just a little bigger than my BJD kids, but I feel like there's enough compatibility in the clothing and possibly in the shoes. Yeah, I think at least the BJD kids' shoes might fit the Mori kids. All right, let's get her out of all of this stuff. The articulation on the Mori Lolli dolls is very, very similar to the Ruby Red, Fashion Friends, and Sibley's, although it looks like there is the ability to hold the poses to lock them in place, where on the Ruby Reds, they do not have that ability. And then the knees, you can see how they're strung. So they are a strung body, but they hold a pose. See how well they sit. Okay, very nice. So just as a quick comparison, I have Haley here. Bailey, oh, I forget her name. Anyway, she's a Ruby Red Fashion Friend. So it looks like actually her elbows can hold it as well. And then her knees, so her knees can lock also. Hips are also very similar design. And neither have a torso articulation. So they're very similar, almost identical in their articulation, just obviously the scale and even the face design is very unique. Clearly kind of competing with that Blythe, those big head BJDs like I have, kind of getting into that market, which I think is wonderful. They've done a beautiful job on the faces and the customizability of them. And speaking of customizability, I'm gonna show you the inside of the head. So you just twist the vinyl cap. It just pops right off. And then it's held in with the sticky putty, lots and lots of sticky putty. But I think the eyes are actually hollow. They're not a solid eye. Okay, so the eyes are 1.3 centimeter actual like eye design, and then the eyeball shape is 2.4 centimeters. I'm gonna have to look at the ones I have. They're actually measured by millimeters. Anyway, I'd have to see what that equates to. Let's get this girl dressed and then we'll look at her wig. Actually, I'll look at her wig first and then I'll get her fully dressed. So I find her hair color to be quite interesting. It's not like a full blonde or full brown, and it kind of has this matte look to it. It's not shiny. It's just a very unique color, I think. It's like this maybe vanilla latte with extra cream. But she has two little braids on each side. She'll have cute little bangs. And of course, the hair ribbon would go either this way. I'll have to look at the picture. Kind of think it's supposed to go like that with the beads hanging down in the back. Very, very pretty. Yeah. No, actually, look. They have it in the front. Let's get her dressed and we'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, well, here she is completely dressed, and I did change her eye position to be a side eye I'll admit, I'm not sure it's quite right. This eye here, I think, is a little off. I don't know. I fiddled with it so much. It looks a little off. I'll have to play with it some more. But here she is in her cute little outfit, the little shoes, sweet little face. I just love her, and I'm excited to unbox that package there as all the others. And then in that package, I did a second order because I initially ordered the dolls without stands and realized, oh, I'm going to want stands. So I got stands and one extra outfit that I'm really excited to have. Let's go ahead and dig into those, and I'll show you a good comparison of all of the skin types and kind of do some playing around with ideas for the other Alice I have for customizing. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this open. I thought I would do the bag first. So I ordered the little black boots that they had white or black, and I wanted the white or the black ones to go with Night Bloom. And I just really got to have some black boots. And I love how they carry the design in all of the packaging. Just really has this almost quilted with pearls kind of look, which I think is super pretty. Here are the stands. First, I ordered all three because I had all three, and I love how the packaging represents each of the dolls I got. So I have the Adventure Alice, the Strawberry Fields, and Night Bloom. And then, of course, this outfit. Oh, I just love this white outfit, marketed for Night Bloom. I feel like there's so much potential with it. So it's a white dress with, again, several layers of beautiful material. Got this delicate, intricate lace. This material up here is like this shiny satin with sheer silver accented sleeves, and just really a beautiful little dress. Definitely worth, I think it was $30 for this outfit. And then some more silvery socks. So like this could be monochromatic Alice option here. And then of course what really sold me, this fun little like harness. So you would put this harness on the top, buckles in the back, and then you'd have it with these black boots and the shiny silver socks. Just really, really sweet. And I gotta say, this outfit is just beautiful quality. Okay, so that's what is in the envelope here. Now we're gonna get to the other dolls. So I just wanted to show you the packaging on this. They have taped this thing. I mean, it was coming from Hong Kong, so it had a little journey, but it was not going to be falling apart with all the tape they put on it. All right, so you can see they are all packaged together in shipper boxes. So we have Strawberry Fields, Fairy Tale Adventure Alice, and Night Bloom. Okay, I'm going to start with Strawberry Fields because I feel like of all three of the dolls, what I've seen online, both Instagram and YouTube, it's usually Adventure Alice or Night Bloom that I have seen advertised. Well, not advertised. Other people buying. There's been a lot of Strawberry Fields advertisement on Mori Lolli's Instagram account. Let's start with her stand. So her stand has, of course, a pink strawberry themed with kind of a gingham or picnic basket weave. I think it has a coating on it actually. Okay, look at this. So I didn't know this. It has a protective layer, so the stand is shiny. I'll have to take that off of. Oh, I might just leave it on. This one was just scratched up. I feel like her box is a little bit darker purple than Adventure Alice's box. We'll have to compare. Okay, so here's her envelope. The same materials. She just has obviously a different collector card with the Strawberry Fields doll. I loved her complexion and her dark eyes with the red. And quite honestly, I'm really curious to see about kind of playing around with some of those components and customizing. Again, we have the Velcro for the wig. And then on top here, we have her shoes, which are just slip-ons, where Alice's had a buckle across the ankle. These just slip on with a little bow, and the toes a little more pointy. And I guess we'll leave her little face covered for now. Now her packaging is different. You know, she has this cardboard protection where Alice did not have that. I find that interesting. Okay, so she has little lacy socks. These are so cute. Very, very detailed and just tiny. And then her bow, it has a little strawberry dangling from it. I think like it's a resin strawberry, and then she has a little bow with one clip. So her dress is one piece. It has a beautiful cute pink gingham top, poofy sleeves, and I love these little strawberry buttons on the top with a bow that matches the skirt. The skirt has a lining and then the red fabric. I believe it's a Velcro. Yeah, it's a Velcro closure. Aw, look at her sweet face. Oh, I love her dark brown eyes. So cute. So you can definitely see these two have different coloring, but I loved the shading on her face. There is a little bit of coloring here on the bridge of the nose, the blushing on the cheeks and around the eyes, even on the eye, just above the eye, and even on the chin a little bit. Where with Alice, she has coloring on her cheeks, a little bit around the eye, but not as much because the skin tone they've chosen does enough of the coloring. With such a fair-skinned girl, oh, and she has a forehead. Such a fair-skinned face, you have to add a little more coloring to it. Especially if she's been out in the strawberry fields, she's gonna have some rosy cheeks. Here is Strawberry Fields' wig. It's short, just like Adventure Alice, with bangs. But the difference is it doesn't have any little braids. It's just short little bob with a flip. So I think it is a little shorter. It has a little curl to it, where Alice's is actually longer and straighter. And you can see how hers just kind of curves down, where Strawberry has lots of bounce in hers. All right, I am going to get her dressed and show you how she looks completed. I think I'm going to keep her eyes looking forward, and we'll see how she looks. Okay, so here is Strawberry Fields, all dressed. I have her picture there. You can kind of compare her beautiful little brown eyes. Here's her hair bow with a little strawberry and her cute dress on the stand. One thing that I think she's missing with that strawberry blonde hair, I really think she needs freckles. I'll think about it. I won't do anything yet, but I might be giving her freckles before I'm done with this video. So, okay, so here are the two together. So we have Alice and Strawberry, and the next up is going to be Night Bloom. Okay, so here we have Night Bloom. She is kind of like the Wednesday Addams, I think, of this doll line. Here is her card. She has definitely the palest skin. I thought hers was the most pale. She has long black hair. She is adorable. And the material in here is all the same. Now, I love these little Mary Janes, and I do think they actually would look really cute on Alice, because I feel like Alice in Wonderland always had black Mary Janes with her blue dress. So I might try giving these to the other Alice. Oh, so many fun ideas that I'm coming up with for my other girl. Here is her sock. Ooh, and the sparkly socks continue. I love how there's this silver sparkle in a lot of the socks. Other than Strawberry Fields, she didn't have any silver, but all the other socks do, which I love. Oh, she has an adorable headband. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love it. A little apron. See, it's a snap. So it has the tiny black pinstripe detail with, it looks like an iron pressed floral design, all in black. Really, really sweet. And then her dress. Oh, this is the back. Oh, how cute is that? Oh my goodness, I absolutely adore it. A little ruffling. So cute. A little button on the sleeve. And so it would go like this. I mean, this, you could even put these items on that white dress if I wanted to. So cute. Oh, I can't wait to get her all put together. And there's her little face peeking out. So here is her beautiful face. She also has some nice blushing on the cheeks, but none anywhere else. So she's definitely designed to be more pale. We're going to compare. So we have the very fair skin tone of Night Bloom with the, it's still fair, but a warmer skin tone for Strawberry Fields. And then we compare very different from Alice. Completely different as far as the skin tone. And Strawberry has fallen. She's fallen. I want to show you this, the stand. It has the kind of a very faint checkered diamond pattern with flowers that are on her apron, and then the monochromatic look for sure. Okay, so I'm going to show you the wig, and then we will get her dressed. So as I stated earlier, the wig for Night Bloom is much longer than the other girls. But the thing that's neat, I just noticed, is she has kind of a shorter little section here. So we'll still have some hair that kind of frames her face, and we'll go on the other side of the headband. So you can see here how much farther down. I mean, it's going to be probably down to her thighs. So let's go ahead and get her dressed. All right, we have Night Bloom all dressed in her beautiful little outfit. So pretty. And her hair is long. Whoa, we just lost Strawberry. Look how long it is. It goes down to like her feet. I definitely want to try it in a braid to see how that would look. You know, the 2 braids like Wednesday would have. Well, I'm trying to adjust her eye, and the eyelashes, which are stuck onto the eye or the face plate with a kind of a sticky adhesive, but the sticky adhesive is now like stuck to the eyeball. I'm going to try to get that stuck back on the faceplate so I can adjust her eye, because it was just a tiny bit off, and now it's very off. All right, well, I got her eye fixed. I also decided to Velcro her hair to her head because they came with the Velcro patches, and I just found that every time I tried to style her hair, fix her hair, the wig just kept popping off. So that, and I did do a little tiny like gather with a tie on that side so the bow would stay in a little better, and I think that looks super cute. Okay, so here are the 3 of them. I do plan to unbox the other one, as I said, and maybe try some customizing on her. But here are these 3 girls as their original sets and their sweet little outfits. I love them. They're so cute. But let me go ahead and dive into that other Alice, and we'll have some fun with that second outfit. Okay, so here we have Alice's stand. Okay, so here's how the stand really looks once you peel off the protective coating. It's a lot shinier and prettier. And here we have, again, our Alice packaging with her card. We have her blue shoes. It's the same outfit, the sweet, beautiful layers. But I love the idea of antiquing it and making her a totally different, like an antiqued version of Alice. The wig that you all saw, oh, hey, has a net. It just, the hair wasn't in the hairnet. And here she is, just as cute as can be. Very much the same, just different views. I am very tempted to give one of these Freckles, even though she won't have red hair. I might actually have a wig I want to try on her that is going to be so cute. Because I'm pretty sure these heads might be the same size as American Girl dolls. I might definitely have some wigs that could work. Okay, so the first wig I want to try on, this isn't American Girl. Ooh, I can already tell it's going to be way too small. This goes on my BJD kids. It came with my very first one I got. That was an elf girl. Too small. Not going to do that one. Okay, so now I have an American Girl wig. It's not actually American Girl brand, but it's that size 11, 12. Look at that. It's a ton of fun curls. It just never wound up working for the doll I was making. Oh, she's kind of cute. Look at her curls going everywhere. I'm just kind of flopping all over the place. So I would definitely want to have the Velcro on. It fits really well. Oh, she's pretty cute like that. Look at that. You know what? I might try this wig on this girl. Oh my word. Wouldn't she be cute? Now, of course, that I put all the Velcro on there. Okay, let's look at my other wigs. Okay, so this brown wig is a Truly Me 62 wig. Let's see how it looks on her. Would definitely need Velcro, but it sits pretty well as far as the side part. She definitely looks a little older with the side part, and it's a little big. I'm excited for this one. This is a Nellie wig. Those of you who know American Girl, Nellie was Samantha's friend. Strawberry blonde with freckles. So hoping this will look cute. I do have Nellie. Bless her heart. She's sitting in a bin without a hair. I know I'm terrible. She's in a tub, actually. She's in a tub with no hair. All right, so like this, she would be really cute with freckles. So that's the Nellie wig. And I'd have to Velcro it. It's just a little too big. Here's a comparison of colors. So hers is a bit more on the strawberry blonde side than the original Alice wig. All right, I'm putting this over in the maybe. Now I have this one. This one is in terrible shape. This is an old Felicity wig. She came on a Felicity already chopped up, and actually a really cute style. Yeah, I don't think I like it. The faces are too young for a side part. They just don't look right. Okay, so this next wig is, I think it's a Gabriella wig. Someone sent this to me. I think my friend sent this to me. I was making a mini-me doll. All right, so here is the Gabriella wig. I think it's pretty cute. It gives her a very serious look with her blue eyes. Aw, gee, I don't know. She's lovely. Okay, now the last wig is a Grace wig. Grace is one of my all-time favorite American Girl dolls ever. I mean, I have several that are my absolute favorites, but this Grace wig, I happened upon a second Grace and I customized her. Actually, she was a mini-me for a while, and then I turned her into an Audrey when I got a hold of an extra sage wig. All right, what do you guys think of that? Isn't she darling in this one? I mean, the bangs are perfect. And yeah, it's longer, but I still think it looks great. All right, you guys will have to vote for me which one you think is the best wig on her. All right, well, I wanted to show you the black and white outfit. I went ahead and put it on her. Super cute. Problem, though, is it just doesn't look right on her with the blue eyes and that wig. I have different wigs I'm going to put on her. I think I'm going to go with Strawberry's wig. And then Strawberry looks like... Isn't she adorable? I went with the dark curls that was originally Gabriella or Cecile's wig, and it's a nice length. It's not too long. Almost did Grace's wig, but it was just too long. So there she is, looking adorable. And then this is that outfit that would normally go on Night Bloom. I love it, but she's gonna have a different look. I have a totally different dress. Okay, so we have this as an option too, which is really, really cute. I gotta say, I like that too. The coloring works well on her. I could give her freckles. Oh, you guys are gonna have to help me out. We're gonna set her aside, and she is now gonna try on the super curls, which I am just gonna love it. And these wigs should stick on her really well, but hopefully not get ruined by all the Velcro. Oh my goodness. She's adorable. Look at her big floofy hair. With those dark eyes. Oh my gosh. She's so cute. What do you guys think? The big mess of curls. All right, I put the bow on this one to kind of give you an idea. It's really, really cute. We're gonna keep going though. We're not stopping there. Strawberry blonde Nelly. Yeah, I mean, that's cute. It is cute, but I think the eye color just looks better with the Alice. Okay, next we have the Gabriella curls, dark brown. Okay, I have to say, she looks gorgeous with the dark brown hair. What do you guys think? Ugh, it's so hard to pick. Okay, as cute as she looks in Grace's wig, it really is beautiful with her dark eyes. I think it's just too long. What do you guys think? Just too much hair. But I love how the dark hair looks with her eyes. It's so pretty. All right, so here she is in Alice's wig. And I have to say, I prefer the darker color on her for sure. I'm gonna say bye-bye to that. I have them now all on my little dresser shelf, which has my larger display of my BJD kids and a few Blythes. And then behind them is more BJD kids. So this really can't be a permanent home for them because I want to be able to see everybody. But this is where they're at for now. And off to the side here, you'll see all of my beautiful Smart Doll family and my little Blythe there, Siri Sustainable. Anyway, back over here, this is the Alice that my dad and my father-in-law gave me. And then Strawberry Fields here. I did go ahead and I changed her tights. She had the little lacy socks that came with her, but I decided that I would give the lacy socks to my extra Alice, who has now brown hair. This is a Grace, American Girl Grace wig. And then I gave her freckles. Her eyes are a little off, as you can probably see. That one over here is just a little wonky. It needs to go up a bit more. And then I made her headband look like cat ears, so I thought that was kind of cute. So anyway, I decided that because the other two girls, Alice and Night Bloom, both came with a kind of silver metallic-y, sparkly silver socks or tights, I took my other Alice's tights and put them on her. I thought that just made a more complete, balanced collection. And then I gave my extra Alice, she doesn't even have a name yet, I gave her the black Mary Janes that came on Night Bloom and put Night Bloom in those black boots I got for that one dress. So I haven't actually picked, I tried the dress on her, I just didn't care for it. Gosh, she's gone through so many wigs, just so many different things. Anyway, this is where we're at right now. And eventually I'll put them in a different home. However, my mom, I took her over to my parents' house the other day for like Sunday barbecue. My mom just loved her, so I might wind up just putting this girl back in her original Alice outfit and letting her live at my mom's house. She actually liked the idea of the freckles, so we'll see, I don't know. But that is my little Mori Lolli doll collection. Thank you guys so much for watching and going on this little journey with me with the Mori Lolli dolls. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which one is your favorite? What do you think of my customizing of the Adventure Alice? Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next video. Bye!